absolute favorite novel, Embers ad Infinitum, is about a small team of privileged young adults living in a post-apocalyptic dystopian society, slowly realizing that their home is not as perfect as it seemed. While I was reading the novel, it seemed eerily similar to how the real world is. For example, the exploitation or the strong taking advantage of the weak, or the protagonists initially turning a blind eye to those suffering around them. Nowadays, bad news is widespread everywhere on media. You can see it on TV, on social media sites, on news sites as well. I'm sure you've heard of the war in Gaza and the war of South Sudan maybe, and the demonstrations that happen all over the world, including in our very own country. It almost seems like the world is falling into a dystopia, like those in fiction, and little is being done to save us. Basically, we're doomed in 20 years if we don't do anything. But that got me thinking, what exactly do I want the world to look like in 20 years? Is it a utopia perhaps? Or maybe something more realistic? But before I answer that question, let me introduce myself. Dear judges and fellow contestants, my name is Joan from SMAK1 BPK Penabur, Bandung. And in the next 3 minutes, I'll be explaining what my vision of a world in 20 years should look like. Imagine a world with no war, no hunger, and no poverty. A pollutionless world with 100% clean green technology and cutting-edge AI to do all of the hard work for us. Sounds great, right? Well, it's okay to dream, but we have to think realistically as well. Is it really possible? Our biggest problem right now is waste disposal. Even now, I still see some people throwing cigarette butts and plastic out of car windows without regard for the environment. And trust me, this is not because of a lack of awareness. This is because of convenience. People use AI in the same way. Businesses, they lay off workers and use AI because it's cheaper. And the people who can stop this, they don't because it fills their pockets. It's difficult to change people, and people are inherently selfish. But idealism isn't bad. I too am someone with a lot of wants. Altruistically, I want world peace. I want no one to suffer. I want no one to face hunger. I want a world where children can be children and play, laugh, and learn without having to worry about war or finances. Selfishly, I want a stable job. I want to be able to live with my loved ones peacefully without much hardship. I want to wake up every morning and breathe in fresh morning air, not clouds and clouds of carbon dioxide. I don't want to have to worry about when World War III will strike. I don't want to have to worry about when we'll be struck by a global recession. I don't have to think about how we all are going to be replaced by AI. But even so, I am already considered privileged. You are also already considered privileged. Somewhere out there, there is somebody facing greater injustice than we are. That is not to offset our own hardships. But if we want the world to become a better place, for ourselves, for others, we can't just sit still like sitting ducks and wait for someone to conveniently hand everything over on a silver platter. No, we have to act. Imagine the world's problems as this box here. Right now, there's a few people trying to hold it up, but eventually, they'll be crushed under its weight. But what if we join hands? What if our world's leaders all work together to find a solution? Nobody will be crushed. Ladies and gentlemen, we are part of the present. We are who decides on the future. In 20 years, I see myself with a degree in food science. I will make foods that are cheap, accessible, and nutritious for everybody. What about you? Where are you in the future you see? Maybe we won't be able to fix the world's problems in 20 years, but what we can do is change our own mindsets, change the mindsets of the generation after us, and join communities, help those around us. The world I envision in 2045 is not a flawless one, but it's one where we help each other, where we work together to reverse all of the damages that we as humans have caused. A future where we will not stand for injustice, where we will not remain bystanders anymore. That, ladies and gentlemen, I believe will be possible as long as we unite as one. To finish off, I'd like to quote Helen Keller. Alone, we can do so little. Together, we can do so much. That is all for my speech. Thank you very much for listening.